Students, today we are going to solve that exercise 1.4 of class 10 advancements, and before that, some special types of relations we have to discuss. The first one is reflexive index, sorry, reflexive relation. Look here, what is reflexive relation? Let A be a set and R be a relation on A, that is R is to A is relation on A, be a relation, then R is called the reflexive relation if A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to R. Now look here students, for example, we can say that let A 1 2 3 4 be a set, and the relation, as you can see in the video, that 1 comma 1, then 2 comma 2, then 3 comma 3, then 4 comma 4 are there, which means this is a reflexive relation. But one thing also, that R is not reflexive if there is at least one element belongs to A belongs to A, such that A comma A not belongs to R. In such condition, this is not reflexive relation. Now let's go to the next one. Now look student, the next one is symmetric relation. Now look, what is symmetric relation? Let R be a relation on set A, then R is said to be symmetric relation if A comma B belongs to R, or B comma A also belongs to R. In such symmetric relation, B relation A, where whenever we have A relation B for AB belongs to A, means A and B are some elements and belongs to set A, and B relation A whenever we have A relation B. Now example, look here, AB 1 2 3 4 is a set, and here we need to find out the relation of symmetric relation. Now look the example here, that 1 comma 3 belongs to R, which means 3 comma 1 also belongs to R. Here is 1 comma 4 belongs to R, there is 4 comma 1 also belongs to R. So we can say that such kind of relation is symmetric relation. The next one is transitive relation. Now look, let R be a relation on set A, then R is said to be transitive relation on A if A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, which means, look student, there is three element, A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R. One more thing student, you must remember that for the reflexive relation A comma A belongs to R, for symmetric relation A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R, and for transitive relation A comma B belongs to R, B comma C belongs to R. Now look, so if it is like that, so we can say that A comma C, B and B cancel, then A comma C belongs to R. For ABC belongs to A, means ABC are the elements for the set A. So now the next one is antisymmetric relation. Now look, what is the antisymmetric relation? Let R be a relation on set A, and R is said to be antisymmetric relation if A comma B belongs to R, which means two elements A comma B, two different elements A comma B belongs to R means relation, and B comma A also belongs to R. For the example, like 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 1. In that case particularly, B and B cancel, so here we can sorry, not cancel, here you can say that A equal to B. A equal to B in such in such condition signifies that antisymmetric relation. I repeat again, A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R. In such condition, A equal to B. If it is A equal to B, which means it is an antisymmetric relation. Now look students, the next one is equivalence relation, and this is one of the important relation of particularly in exercise 1.4. Look here now, for equivalence relation, a relation R on the set A is said to be an equivalence relation on A if it means if and only if there is three reason. R is reflexive, that is A comma A belongs to R for all A belongs to A. Next one is R is symmetric, that is A comma B belongs to R and B comma A belongs to R for all AB belongs to A. And R is transitive, A comma B belongs to R and B comma C belongs to R, which means A comma C belongs to R for all ABC belongs to A. I repeat again, for the equivalence relation, if the questions come particularly in place of in the terms of the equivalence relation, so we need to satisfy three relation separately. First one, R is means the relation R is reflexive, then R is symmetric, then R is transitive. If in a particular question, if we can satisfy both the three relations, symmetric, reflexive and transitive, then we can say that it is the equivalence relation. So now let's start the chapter, exercise 1.4.